Thank you, Donnie. Thank I thought I was doing good there for a sec. I was solid. I was solid. And then Donnie got me. What's up, everybody? Happy Friday the 13th. Marco, Mo Patty, the Ron Crow pre-show. Ron Crow going live. When's he go live? We'll jump over there as soon as he does. I just got home early. Figured I'd have a little fun for a minute. Horror fanboy and all. Why wouldn't you? Why? I mean, it's a quality product right here on the Knife Channel. It's that day with that Jason guy where that stuff happens. What a day. Did I wear this to work? Yes, I did. Yes, I did. I mean, I didn't try to, you know, I got two really old machetes, all rusted. That's the best way to do it. Yo, what's up, Paper Products? It's important to set the tone with the coworkers. You need to come in strong, solid, boom. I actually set it down. I don't know why I did. I'm still carrying stuff for the day. But I also carried this one. I figured as far as little Cleaver goes. Friday the 13th is your favorite movie, says Goobing. What's up, bro? Same. Okay. There are quite a few of them, though. Which one is your favorite? You can make a guess on which one is mine. Anyone? Comment in the chat. What's your favorite Friday the 13th movie? Finally ordered a Towser K before they're gone forever. Right on, Aaron. Did you order the red micarta one then? Boom. Savivi Mastodon. Jason goes to space? You like Jason X? I mean, it's a good one. It's a good one. Sure. Anyone else? Or you all too young, haven't seen these movies? It's definitely a movie. It's definitely a movie. Jason X is not my, it's probably, it's not my top couple. Friday the 13th today. Second one is Aaron's favorite. Part 2 is really good. Part 2 is good. The Smile series is a good little series if you haven't gotten into that yet. My favorite is Part 4. Right there. Friday the 13th. The final chapter. How's it going, Zane? I would love to be able to reply to you, Zane, but I can't read that. If you can type in English, I will do my best to respond. Best Tech Taipan, Migger and Vein 2 on the way for Ghost Keeper. Solid. Very solid. Suppose I can switch over to some of my newer stuff. Robo Steve. Jason takes Manhattan. You mean Jason takes Vancouver? Unpopular opinion, but I didn't like the first one. That is actually kind of a popular opinion, Aaron. They had some stuff to work out. It was slow. The pacing was bad. They had scenes that could have been shorter. It's something. Van Sewer. Oh, Robo, that's great. Van Sewer, no doubt. Part 5, There are a lot of people that hate part 5 because Jason's actually, spoiler, not in part 5. It was Roy. Good old Roy Burns was in part 5. They killed the dude at the asylum killed his kid, and he went crazy, and he copycatted in part 5, which is good. For a long time growing up, part 3 was my favorite, but I think it was this nostalgia because I saw it. It was on like TBS all the time or whatever. And back then, we thought 3D was cool. Who had better boo? I think the Friday movies were more titular. Is that a word? But it's part of the there's a formula. There's a formula for a good horror movie, and that's kind of part of it. It's kind of part of it. That's what makes Jason appear. It's my day, Blind Woo. Happy day. Freddy versus Jason, the masterpiece. It was something. It was something. And I mean, I think growing up for a while, I kind of was more on the Freddy fence. But as I aged and learned, I kind of, just naturally back to Jason. It depends, Robo. If you see the right, because the thing is they did a lot of edits on a lot of the Friday movies. And so some of those movies, you're catching like the TV version or stuff, and then like you end up watching one, and it is a certain edit. So you might not see as much of the gore or shots. What's up, Kathleen? Jason's my favorite. What's up, Enjoy? Panda? Titanium? Justin? We're doing it. We're doing it. I need to pick my nose. Not working. I'm pretty soon I'm gonna need a sip. Gonna need a sip. For those just joining, what is your favorite Friday the 13th movie? Or if you like other horror movies, what are they? What do you like? I've always been into the slashers. Knives, slashers. One of my early loves, my baby. Kenman needs a Jason Bowie knife character drawn for him. Well, I mean, Jason generally would carry more of the machete. But, I mean, I don't think he would be against carrying this pig. All right? What's up, Draper? Fred the Lug. Happy holiday, Fred. My new hunting knife. But I don't know. This one might also seem a little more Jason style. Got the stag crown. Just a nice, clean one. You could get in there upside down with it. Compensating? Of course not. Of course not. Well, yeah, we can get to the classic. Justin has a point. Justin has a point. I was classic machete because he definitely has had machete in several. But to Justin's point, my favorite. I know it's backwards. I apologize. There it is. There it is. The good old Buck 119. Gorgeous knife. Look at how thick that handle is. That is a handle thick enough for a Jason. toe stabber. Robo gets, you know, just throw it right down into the foot. This could be a 2. Look at that. The Buck 119 is a large 6-inch handle or a 6-inch blade. You put it next to this, it's like, and wow. All right. Whew. God damn it. Right? The Bowie makes it look like a Swiss Army knife. Ah, come on. Cheers. Thank you for subscribing, Mod. Blind Woo. Going to a concert for one of the kids. Leaving for that soon. That sounds fun. What kind of concert is it? Like a choir concert, band concert, orchestra? Guess it could be any of those. Or maybe something completely different. Which one was it where he killed the guy and the porta potty? Ooh, baby. Ooh, baby. And Reggie the Reckless. That one was 5. What's up, Pedro? How you doing, Pedro? Imagine being this old coming on here looking for validation and attention. Is that why I'm on here? I wasn't sure. Because I guess if you're new here and you think that's why I'm on here, then I guess you must be correct. You must be 100% correct. That would probably be the only reason. I'm old and I'm just here looking for validation and attention. Obviously, I haven't been here long, because the reason I'm here is because this community is great. Most of the people that are in here are here to talk about knives, talk about fun stuff, and we have a blast. And that has nothing to do with my own personal validation. I just like being around people that like things that I also like, and I like talking to those people. So if that's what you're into, then you're in the right place. What's up, Josh? How are you doing today? Yeah, imagine scrolling through random videos to talk down to a complete stranger. Right, Robo? It's hilarious. We'll give him you get a chance. You get a chance. We don't need to boot him yet. But I mean, if he's here, he can realize that we're here to have a good time, talk about knives. I have absolute blast on here. And I don't know, you could probably ask any of the people that tune in why I'm here, and they would say you're incorrect. I'm here to be with them, to interact. And, I have a lot of friends that like a lot of things, and a lot of them don't like knives. But I have a lot of friends in here that do like knives. So it's a good place to go and meet up with people that like the same thing that you do. And it seems like you might not be in that group. But it's Friday the 13th. We love knives around here. We're celebrating. We're having a good time. What's up, Knives Are Life? Knives are life. I just got back from Blade Show Atlanta. It was awesome. Anything Emerson waved in the chat. Here's his new hat. Check it out. We picked it up for him. If you got banned, you wouldn't have been able to ask if you got banned. Here's Emerson's hat. My favorite folder from the pickup. The Gecko Customs. Pictus. Micro milled titanium. S90V hollow grind. This thing is sick. Right, Robo? Oh, dude. And then my fixed blade. I can't get enough of this. I honestly want to carry this all the time. Ooh, love me a front flipper. Jack Forrest. Look at that front flipper on there. Boom. How's the weather where you're at, Kathleen, right now? Did you get out on the kayak at all? Something looks better about you. Covered up my face. No ugly mug. We got the dirty mask. It's way better. Oh, okay. Well, that's all I needed. Crap. That's all I needed. You don't need to talk to my buddy Robo like that. We'll see you later. Easy as that. All right, I feel better. Boosh. I feel like, honestly, if I didn't love folders, maybe I've said this already. If I didn't love folders and wasn't completely obsessed with knives, carrying different knives all the time, I could see myself just daily carrying something like this. Like literally. Well, I gave him the boot. Everybody gets a chance. You know, you come in thinking, saying one thing. It's like, hey, all right, I'll take that. That's fine. If that's what you want to think, hang around, see what's about, and then maybe formulate a new opinion. And then when you start telling Robo that he ain't cool, sorry, gotta go. Gotta go. This community's too rad for me to care about stuff like that. Daily carry this every day? I could. Jay, you could probably talk to Robo like that, and we'd all give you some. See, that's the thing. The people who I allow give me shit are the people I care about. You know what I mean? If I care about you, I might give you hell or you know, whatever. But if I don't care about you, I'm not going to waste my time. You know? What's up, Eagle Scout? I just joined lives to talk about the danger of unsweetened iced tea. Dude, you need to get that tea sweet, bro. Unsweetened. Although, I've been putting less sugar lately. But yeah, if you're going to have tea, it's got to be kind of sweet. No, Robo. I'm sorry, Robo. I was over it. Kathleen was one comment away as well. I was there, and as soon as I was like, oh, well, that was stupid, it's like, all right, well, you're out. What's up, Banks? How you doing? We love knives. Migeron. I need that real cane sugar, none of that stevia crap, none of that fake stuff. We want real sugar. I want that knife. Bless Knives does the blessings around here. You sure do. You sure do. Dude, this is a cool knife. Oosh. The Deadlock Hawk. Can we continue talking about how ungodly unsweet tea is? It's the worst. How could you possibly even create it without the sugar? What's up, everyone? How's it going? Cliff? Hawk Deadlock OTF. I'll look it up. Give me a second. I can't type. There it is. Yeah, I had some of these. I was looking at these on the live when we were at, did I film? I think I did film over there too. Or was that? Yeah, I did film. I was part of the live. Sorry. And I opened one of these. We were talking about breaking bones and stuff. That'll be coming out pretty soon. Stay tuned. More Blade Show Atlanta videos coming out soon. So there's that deadlock that Banks was talking about. Who is the OEM for the Pictus? I think it's Kubi. Jay, I think it's Kubi. Fred the Lug says Kubi. For, you know, Fred knows pretty much. Fred knows. Right, Fred? Fred knows. Oh my God. I did open up. This was my video today. The Brighton Blades. Not so heavy metal. Fun little company. Inquiring minds want to know. And then they find out. You had to pawn your Microtech? That sucks. Yeah, every once in a while having to get rid of knives or something. Did I decide, Rick? Did I decide? Yes, I did. Yes, I did. I'm getting one of the new Penguin glide locks when they drop on the 17th. Says Eagle Scouts. Also, hello, Rick. Justin, do you just sent a video? I have definitely not seen it. Really want a Max Ace Drago so bad. Those are cool. Life is hard, food is expensive, and time is fleeting. What steel is that? On this one, these little cheapo, I mean, I don't want to say that cheapo, like these budget-friendly little users, this is an 8CR. But it's nice, it's small, it's snappy. It's designed, it's Brighton Blades. Where is the case? It's kind of more designed friendly for the ladies. Comes with this little case. You could put like your ID, your wallet or something in there. Put your the knife in there. Throw that in your bag or your purse or pouch or whatever. But it was the, here, let me turn it around so it's not backwards for you. So it was the Brighton Blades, not so heavy metal. This is the Purple Rain version, hence the purple. I'm from Minnesota. Pretty cool. I thought it was a fun little company. Nice ladies working at the booth. All right. It's not always about CPM and bowler. Yeah, there's knives, there's little user knives, and depending if you're just opening boxes and stuff, here's the Brighton Blades keychain version. Same knife, but smaller, the keychain style. I have a harder time with this because my hands are large, and so it's tougher for me. I think someone with a smaller hand, pretty easy. Pre-orders we're talking. Yeah, we're talking pre-orders. Talk about 6 months. You got to wait for it to get here. 6 months? 6 months? You want me to pre-order and now I have to wait till December? Albuquerque. ALBUQUEQU. Oh, wait, QUERQUE. I almost had it. Almost had it. Half empty. Ordered Tenable Kratos black and red G10. Nice. Tenable's making some great stuff. The BB Fox. Oh, that Brighton Blades. That's a nice little knife. I looked at that when I was at the show. They had those, and they had their karambit, and then they had that other style, the one with the motivational quotes on it. Cool little company. Definitely. You want to see my pre-order? I'm going to leave you hanging. Oh, damn, brother. Yeah, show me your pre-order. I don't know if I have the email on this because it's on my phone, but I can do this. Best Tech OEM on the production Sparrow. Yeah, if you just bought all those knives at Blade Show, you don't need a new one right now. Around Christmas time, you'll get a gift of a knife when you may not have had one, right? But dude, who wants to wait, Fred? 6 months? Thank you for subscribing, Banks. Nitro V is decent. Some people will, you got haters for every style. Every blade material, you're going to have haters. There's going to be people that are be like, oh, Nitro V, Same people, some people are going to be like, oh, D2 sucks. But I feel like D2 was really popular for a while, right? And then what happens is some new things come along and people get excited about the new things because everything was just D2. So now they're like, ooh, this is the new thing. It's cool. D2 sucks. D2 doesn't really suck. They just saw the new things like, oh, a new shiny thing. That thing that used to be good isn't the new shiny thing. Now I feel like things are coming around. People are starting to realize that a quality company does a good heat treat on a D2. That's a good steel. You know what I mean? So there are so many good ones. I love 154 CM. It's kind of a lower to middle range, but I think it's great. Holds an edge really well. Doesn't corrode from the way I use them. I live in Minnesota. Things get wet. You know what I mean? There you go, Dan. 6 months from now, could have a Donnie blade. Well, if I squirrel away, that's kind of the thing. Anything Emerson Waves is huge 154 CM, dude. I'm down with that. I love it. You got the micro milled one with the DLC hardware. I didn't get the additional hardware. One of the things that they said is like I got the lefty version. The lefty version does come with, obviously it's a complete knife, but they have those extra kits that you can get with the hardware and stuff. You can get all the hardware for the lefty one, but the hardware replacements, the clip is not lefty compatible. So the only lefty compatible clip that they offer is the one that comes with it. So getting the different hardware and stuff to kind of trick it out, you wouldn't be able to get the clip. And then, me, I'd rather get it all the same and then maybe trick it out, anodize it, or laser mark it myself. But I don't know, it's pretty perfect as is. I don't know if I would care to change it. Although the DLC hardware kit is cool, try to forget about it for 6 months. Yeah, right? Yeah, right. Can't beat a good stainless steel made in Pakistan. You can get some really fun. Do I not even have it out here yet? Is that still in the other room? Wow. Really? All my Pakistani steel is out in the other room still? What I was going to say is like those Pakistani steel blades, you can get some cool looking stuff, and like a young kid, like just wanting to have items, it's kind of designed for that because they're not too expensive, because that blades will not hold an edge very long. You might not even be able to get a very good edge on it, but then it's just not going to hold it. And it's like the quality of that Pakistani steel is pretty but you can get cool objects. I guess I do have the one that I got when I was a kid. But this is from the 80s. All rusted out. I sanded it. It's got some pits in it, but that's an old school Pakistani steel. Fantastic prize that I won in 3rd grade. I have not Valhalla'd in a while. Holy wow. Only the finest pattern welded Paki steel for me, please. Valhalla! I haven't Valhalla'd in a while. Why not? This could easily be a Jason weapon for sure. I mean, Valhalla for days. This thing is so dumb. I love it. I love it. Right? I mean, how could you not enjoy a folding sickle? Anything Emerson Wave, thank you. Thank you for reminding me that I have not Valhalla'd in a while. That is a better mask you have on than the other one. Where did you get these? I've been growing this one for many years, many years. Let me go get that one though. I wanted to. Where is it? Pakistani! Here they are. I got 3 of them. I got 3. 1, 2, 3. Pakistan. Look at this. And then you got camel bone on there. Oil's been dripping out of this since I got it a year ago. It still has oil on it. I don't know if you remember, if you can find the unboxing for this. If you can find the unboxing for this. Other people might go their whole lives without an expandable tomahawk. Tragic. Tragic. What's up, Alex? Now that is some jimping. Would you call that a fine jimp right there? That is some serious jimp. This is only the finest Pakistani camel bone can buy. Excellent stuff. But yeah, if you find the video for this, it was in this bag, and in the bag it was like someone put the knife in the bag and then took a bottle of like oil. It was like, and just filled it up. It was like ounces. It's still getting on me. Ounces of oil. Like ridiculous. Serious jimps on there though. Chef's kiss. Right? I did get a couple of these little folder lockbacks. So another Pakistani. Boom. All right. These are actually kind of fun though, for what they are. You know, you have a cheaper Pakistani blade. It does not hold an edge very well, but it does look nice. Nice little edge jimping. The tooling that they do on there. Another camel bone. This is got a little play to it, not terrible. It does have a lockback on there. Snaps out. Not the worst thing in the world. Kind of fun. These are like $20 Pakistani specials. Here's another one. A little different. Not quite as clicky. But this one is a little more solid, actually. Slightly different shape here. But there's a fine example of some of the quality Pakistani work you can get. As a knife collector, I got a little bit of everything. You know what I mean? I try to test them all out. Everything that's out there, I'll try it. We'll get something, we'll file it, or we'll check it out, file it in our little bank as, oh, these are cool, get more of them, or these are covered in oil, put them aside, or these hold an edge, these don't. Put baking powder on it and fry it. Fried bone, no meat handle. Delicious. Absolutely delicious. Now I got oil on my hands. I don't want to get on anything else. Right? Okay. File work is nice. Yeah, I mean, it's crazy what they can do. Like, they just got some people that are over there that are just hanging out, got nothing else going on, so they just sit there and they make these knives, but they're putting time into it. There's somehow that had to get done. It's food grade oil? I'm sure it is. But, you know, the time had to be put in. It's kind of like the same thing, like Book Doozle got like 30 of these at $2 a piece. Like, how can you even make this mass produced for, I mean, I don't understand how some of the gas station knives can be as cheap as they are and still get produced and be semi-decent. You know, our old school gas station knives were junk. They would fall apart, they would break, they would be flimsy. These days they're solid. They open good, they feel nice. It's like, what? I mean, they're not daily carries, no, but they're definitely something. Do I have a cleaver knife? Kenman says CMG. Boom, there's one right there. This is the Civivi Mastodon folding cleaver. I probably have another folding cleaver right here. Boosh. Mini Corvid cleaver from Concept. I can flick it if I can get my hand out of the way. There we go. It flicks out. It has a front flipper too. Boom. Isn't this one great? You like that, Shay? Dude, Civivi Mastodon is a fun one though. It's just kind of a big, you could take this camping, get in there if you needed to do some shopping, or on your, you know, you're on your Jason Friday the 13th kind of an excursion. You might need your cleaver for whatever tasks are set before you for the day. You know, you never know what you could get into. You can, watch this. Boom. Little fuller flick on the non-existent fuller right there. How old is the Mastodon? Probably, what, a year, year and a half? Probably had this maybe a year and a half. I do not have a Corvid XL. I have a question. What's similar to what? The mini Corvid? You can get this in a full-size Corvid cleaver, so it's more like the Mastodon. I don't know why I don't have it. Came out about 5 years ago, but it was still available a year ago, so it might still be in production. Every day, bud. Every day. Sometimes multiple times a day. It has the 2020 Civivi clip with that ramp, and yeah. You're shocked I can actually operate this little thing? I know, right? So front flipper I can do. Rear flipper, sure. It's the, this. Did it. Oh, yeah. All three for three. I think I also got better when I got the Concept Rio, because this one really makes you think about getting in there for that front flip. Isn't that the coolest, smallest little chunk of M390 you've ever seen? How fun is that? Boom. Just a cutie little turd. I love them. More and more I'm getting into the smaller ones. Lanyard Man messaged me. He just picked up one of these. This one's great. The Civivi, crap. I'm sorry, Ben. Baby Banter. The Warncliffe Baby Banter. I would love the Best Tech Tulip. I don't know if I've seen that one. Do I have a switchblade or a machete? Yeah. Where did I put it? Oh, it's right here. Machete's right here. This is the Tack Knives Benji. Nice little fun little OTF from Tack Knives. I have the other one from Tack Knives. What is this? The Bulldog? Oh, that one's fun. Have any kukris? I have a bigger kukri, but I don't know where that is right now. I got this one. Yeah. Boker Magnum folding kukri. Oh, there's no flipper tab. What's up, man? Saw you in passing. What's up, Bando Picks? How you doing? Neil, we're getting into those right now, aren't we, huh? It's been a while. It's been a while since we've gotten pushed with all the... You have any butterfly knives? This is the Squid Industries Mako V5. Doing good, man. Is that true that if you do use it, you lose it? It's possible. I know that's what it was supposed to be, Paul, but it could definitely happen. You have to keep it in practice. Woo. I need to practice more of this. I fell off in the toilet. 48 bucks for a knife that's not even 1.5 inches. Stop yelling at me. My Mako V5 trainer. Kind of a fun one. Here's the old new Buster FG. The controversy. Let it in. Let it out. Let the hate flow through you. Did you see the Bally Boys do a flip off? I saw a bunch of Bally Boys doing some stuff. I got some of it on tape. Dang shoot, bud, fire up that John Deere, get some Michelob light out in the cooler there. They don't even need a cooler. Just bring the case outside. It'll be fine. So yeah, the controversial Civivi Buster FG with the stop pin. You can see it right there, even with where my finger is in there, nice and silver. And that stops the blade when it closes. And it hits. You can see it. You can see the little divot, right? The little silver spot right there. Basically there. So when you sharpen it down to that spot, that's when there's a potential issue. But we also watched this next video. If you haven't, go watch this next video. He sharpened the hell out of it. And it seems like a big nothing burger to me too, Neil. That's why I didn't return it. Some people bought this and they sent it back. And Civivi's letting them do it if they want. But to me, it's like if he can sit there and sharpen it, I think I could probably sharpen and use this for 10 years before I got to that. And if I got 10 years of use and sharpening out of a knife, what exactly, right? What's up, Echo? Echo, 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 Echo. I wasn't mocking people of the Southern persuasion. It was just you. It was just you. Boom. Ken fixed. What up, dude? Bleeding anywhere else today, bud? Oops. Yeah, especially if it's in a rotation. With my rotation, I might only use this knife once every month or two. So it'd probably last me 30 years and I still wouldn't get it sharpened to that spot. But it's sweet. Oh, well, never mind then. Thank you, Echo. I appreciate that. A lot more of them on the way. I screwed up my audio on some of them, so I just downloaded a bunch and I got to pull the audio off, try to fix it, which I think I can. And then re-edit and upload. But I still have a week's worth of videos to post, plus all my unboxings of the haul that I got. I'm starting to get warm. Hold on. Ooh, yeah, baby. I don't usually wear my own shirt, but it is Friday the 13th, so. Ah, right? Screaming crazy squirrel in the house. KDK style, yo. Oh my. I took the day off and shaved every hair off my body, says Ken. with the Francois Massine straight razor, he did. I need a KDK shirt and not a used one. You guys want one? I've been talking about ordering them forever. I had a short list, never got it done. I've been just busy doing stuff, but we could order a few of these. They'd be cheap. Oh no, I only have 300 other blades. My buster is mildly dull. I'll just grab another one. What's up, Sandro? How you doing today? But I'm liking the Buster FG. I'm not a huge fan of the design of the handle, but as you know from the Vision FG, a lot of people, thank you, Sandro. Let's put my logo. I'm a crazy psychotic squirrel. I like that. The super lock on the back is fantastic. I mean, ultimately, one of the top knives in the collection, it's on my banner, is the Vision FG. Same lock, same thing. This is the Vision FG's big brother. Same thing going on. Just significantly beastlier. This one, though, if you've never had a Vision FG, pick one up. These are great. This is top notch. Excellent knife. And this is just a bigger version, so I like the lock. I like the style. Anyway, what I was saying there, yeah, the Vision FG. A lot of people don't like speed holes, so there were aftermarket scales many people made for this to cover those up or make it different. And I would imagine it'd be the same kind of thing with this for people that don't like this weird little hole notch and the little groove and stuff like that. That I would imagine fairly soon there will be some scales for it. If I ever get my CNC running, I could probably make some scales. Honestly surprised Dan doesn't have a screen press in the garage from 20 years ago to make my own shirts. I don't know if you can see that on camera. Yeah, you can. See that line right there? That is from an X-Acto knife in like 6th grade doing screen printing. No doubt. Speed holes are the best. It depends. Sometimes speed holes are cool. Sometimes they're like, eh. Sometimes, like on the Odd 21, those speed holes are really cool. I should be just doing my own. That wouldn't look this good, though. It wouldn't look this. The colors and the shading and stuff on there, it wouldn't look quite as good as this these days. I don't know what laser they print that with or how that works. I'm disabled. Speed holes scare me. Manner? Unripened manner. Feels great in the hand, though. I tell you what, unripened banana. Odd shaped knife, but it's fun. It's snappy, fun to open. Boom. Whoops. Gotta get it. Gotta have it. Want it. Love it. Speed holes just pick up all that extra pocket lint. You want a banana split every time you see that knife? When's the last time you had a banana split? That actually sounds pretty good. I would totally have one. Gideon? Tenable Gideon. Solid stuff. I want to keep it. My intention originally was to pick it up for a giveaway because I thought it was cool. And now I find it to be really cool, which then makes it harder for me to want to get rid of it. Should have bought two. It's a fun one, though. I like the micarta. It feels great. The handle feels good. Nice and grippy in there. Fun to flip out. thumb in that hole is easy. It's fun. Alex wants a banana split now too. Banana splits all around. Let's all get one. I want a banana split. Ooh. That discontinued Rosecraft Eris Rex. I love the shape on that blade. I think that's cool. Yeah, nothing wrong with it, Robo. You just got us all inspired. Dairy Queen's going to be extra busy tonight. It's kind of rainy and crappy here in Minnesota. It's been warm lately, but today, 60, rainy, blah, probably the whole weekend. Realistically, though, it's probably great because if it's going to be rainy and all weekend, it'll be easier for me to stay home and get all my remaining Blade Show footage edited and take care of. This needs a little oil. We're doing it. We're doing it. Sealing. Cheaters. Okay, PL. Can you hear that? Just barely. Anybody get the smelly oils? I never have. LOL, hot in Alaska. 77. Sounds nice. Yeah, isn't it a weird angle? The whole blade shape. I like this. I just thought it was fun. Discontinued from Rosecraft. D2 copper bolster and the micarta handle. $40 on the website until they're gone. And when they're gone, they're gone. Ooh, now I got a little too much oil. This is a fun Tonto, and I like that harpoon way out on the end. It just gives it some style. Igloo's melting. Uh-oh. I never noticed it in the Rosecraft lineup either, but now it's discontinued, so it's been around for a while, but they had them at the table. I never saw them in Texas. I've been looking at all the Rosecrafts, talking to Andy, never noticed this one, but it is cool, right? I picked it up, enjoyed it. Their modern stuff never really takes off as much as their traditionals, but they do have some interesting designs. I think this one's fun. I'm glad I have it. I guess I do have two other traditionals. I bought one and one of them was a gift. This is the Pocket Monster. This one's kind of an ugly, weirdo one. This is a Swags design. You can kind of see in the natural, but look at the size of that finger choil. Actually is a solid knife. Got some of the smelly stuff on a giveaway once. Afraid to use it. It smells like it would be sticky. Right? What's up, Dalton? How you doing? This does have a snappy, oops, well, not that time, but it's got a snappy sound. Got that front flipper on there. Pretty easy to open and use. Pocket Monster. Kind of like a Pocket Monster. Then I did buy the Chonk. It was on sale. Rosecraft Chonk is an absolute chonk, right? Ken Fix is loving everything copper lately. Great accent. The copper and the Damascus, yes, where they have that little line of copper into the blade. That takes a lot of work. Those are all pretty expensive to have done. They've tried a lot of models. Most end up discontinued. Yeah, well, that's kind of a thing. They kind of find their niche and you try things. Why not try a chunk? You might sell a few of them, you might not, but you kind of find what does work. They got into the traditional stuff, and that's where I think they really started to shine. I am a fan of all the traditional Rosecraft, Obed Creek bow trapper. This is just a great trapper if you just want a nice slip joint, larger, super fun, nice micarta on there. This is probably my favorite. This is the Stinking Creek sow belly. Look at how thick that is. I love the stag. Feels great in the hand. Nice stiff user. If you're looking for a slip joint with a really nice walk and talk on it, boom. Rosecraft makes just solid, awesome designs. Their more traditional stuff, I think, is where it's at. Do I have a K-bar? Do I still have that, or did I give that back to Ken? I might have already given that back. I had one for a review, and I've already returned it to Ken fixed, I believe. I need to get me a K-bar in my collection, though. Kathleen, you're right. Their traditionals are fantastic. I mean, I think their other knives are cool too, but where they really shine is in the stuff like this. Oh, I do have a couple of those Barlows I'm getting ready to send out. This is one of the newer ones. Just great looking traditionals. Ooh, excuse me. A little hiccup. Ooh. Cliff. For sure, dude. For sure. My God. I got a mess going on now. Absolutely love Gecko Customs Pictus. S90V, micro milled titanium, hollow grind, flick out champion, front flipper, super snappy. The micro milling is what really does it for me. That feel, I can't push that through your screen, but just the grip on there, just that. I love it. I absolutely love this knife. Top, instant top movement. There's no rear flipper on there, Dan. This could be top 2. This could be moving into my top 1. Surprising. It's just neat how stuff like that works. You find one, you get a hold of it, you start using it. I haven't really cut much with this yet, but it is sharp. I don't really have any paper. Here's some. Super sharp, super slicey. That S90V hollow grind on there. I mean, come on, dude. That is awesome. Thanks again to Laid Off Pete for bringing it to my attention. Someone else would have it at some point. I know Fred said right when we met up at the show, he was like, oh, yeah, you got to get that Pictus. And I'm like, yep, I already got it. It is great. Boom. Really awesome knife, though. Super, super happy with that bad boy. Did we look at all the show knives here? Got this one, too. From the Kaiser meetup. I do have a butterfly knife, Jason. 12th anniversary Kaiser meet and greet in Atlanta. What a gift. Thank you to Kaiser. Drop bear is fantastic. Now I have 2 drop bears. I love the jimps on there. I'm going to cut myself if I'm not careful. Oh my God. Do I have an apple on hand? I don't have any apples in the house. I need to buy apples and start doing some cuts. Ooh, that was terrible. Ooh. There's your butterfly knife, Jason. This is a Squid Industries Mako V5 trainer, bottle opener on the top. Very great for learning, not sharp. Does have different weights in it. You can change and move around. No tap on there, no play, no movement. This thing is smooth. Very fun. I need to practice. I need to do it more, learn more, get better at it. Get better at it? Is that a word? They are fun. At the show, watch some of my blade show footage. I know there's some in the lives where I was by Squid and by where all the Bally song guys are, and just got people spinning and just doing stuff. I'm going to use the trainer a little bit more, kind of mess around with it. I am a knife collector, so obviously I want as many fun knives in the collection as I can get. I'll get there, and I'll be picking up some more sometime. The kid I ran into was impressive, right? Oh yeah, in the live, because we saw him in the line while we were hanging out before we went in, and then I bumped into him in front of the Wee Civivi booth, and was like, yeah, give something a little bit of spin, and better at it. Better at it? Could that be a word? I'm gonna get better at it. Oh. It's a thing. It's a thing. Okay. Dropped it on my foot. Yeah, he almost stabbed me in the foot. He had a live blade too. It was definitely not a trainer. And then what did he say? He's like, well, I low-key meant to do that, but I never would have hurt myself, is what he said. It would have been impossible for me to hurt myself. Oh, that kid. He was fun. I mean, he's a young man. I don't know, he's probably what, 18, 19, I think. But he definitely, you could tell he practiced. He's the guys that are into it got some moves, got some maneuvers. Hello, what's up, Bert? Here's my Demco 80 20.5 custom. I did that copper and weathered and aged kind of battle damaged handle. Doesn't show as much on camera. See if I get it at certain angles, you can see that kind of a oily kind of change to it. There's some flash burns on the back. You can kind of see when it's in focus and around some of the edges and stuff. It just doesn't really show on camera as much as I'd like it to. I'm in Minnesota. December. Shut up, Ken. Try not to think of December. God, that was a long time. I actually loving my Demco now. I had the standard Grivery scales on there that were right over here somewhere. Where do those go? But they were the lighter scales, and these are titanium. I anodize them and beat them up. Selling this Demco to you? Jay. Now that it's heavier, though, with the titanium scales on it, oh. Am I interested in a US K-bar with Marlin spike? Kinda. I've looked at a couple of the knives with the Marlin spike on it before. Demco. Yes. Yes. Need to make some blade show money back, don't you? Oh, so I need to sell some stuff? Is that what you're saying? This is like in a top 10. This is like not really one that I would sell. I just upgraded it. And now it's titanium. I'm ready to carry it some more. Although one of those real beefy ones. With the OG scales, with the micro milled diamonds on it, with the large pivot. Yeah, that would be sweet. That would be sweet. But those are expensive. What's up, Adventure 50? Just wanted to stop and say hi on the high holy day. Blairstown Diner now. Just grabbed an extra at a flea market. Let's go. I'm in. I'm in. Tell me how much I owe you. And I do have to film, I think, 2 more videos. Anything Emerson waved. And then I'll get your stack of knives and your hat shipped out to you. I'm ready for dinner. I am ready for dinner. Cliff has his grandpa's that he carried in World War. Dude, that is rad. Keep that forever, man. That is awesome. Oh, we'd be even on the hat? Okay, I mean, as long as you didn't spend too much on it, then I'm cool with that. Rouge. 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 I almost need to turn the AC back on. It's starting to get warm in here. I did film at the Demco booth during the live a little bit. They were pretty busy most of the time. Got it cheap. Well, then it's all good. It's all good. Fine by me. I was just going to give you the hat. Rouge. Ooh. And you have the matching bayonet. That's cool stuff, bro. That is great to have in your collection. Very fun. I almost forgot about this. I barely got it done, then I was getting ready for Blade Show and haven't really carried it around or played around with it too much. But the weight, that titanium just gives it just a little bit more beef. I know some people like light knives, some people like heavy. I tend to like them heavy. I prefer to feel it in my hand. I like that chunk. I like that heft to it. You know what I mean? That's kind of more my style. What do you prefer? You like them lighter? You like them heavier? What's everyone's favorite right now? He served in World War II, Korean War, and Vietnam. Thank you. Thank him for his service. Wow. That's oof. But he's got a lot of stories. That's cool. Very cool. I don't know if I could do it. It'd be tough. You know, being in war, it'd be real. Are you talking about the ladies? Everybody. Oh, goodness. I have lots to film. Lots to film. So I should probably do that. Try to get on if MC goes live. I try to hang out in there a little bit. It's hard for me to read the chat. It goes so fast. Bees is live on Friday nights as well. That's awesome, Cliff. Good that you've got that and memories. But yeah, tonight, if you're looking for some content, I did when I was in Atlanta. I did meet Bees and his wife, Mrs. Bees, and they're fun. Had a good time hanging out, chatting with them in a few different places. And they are live on Friday night. So if you want to go check them out, I'm not sure what they're getting into. I don't know. He wasn't live I guess last week we were in Atlanta. And then I wasn't going to go live. I got home. I got my hotel after a night being at the show. And then I was like, well, Bees is going to be live, so I won't go live. And then I went and he wasn't live. And I learned he was going to go live later. So I ended up going live on Friday from Atlanta, showing off the haul that I got from day one. And then he ended up on later that night, but I was asleep already. But they're cool. It was great being out there, meeting a lot of folks, getting to know some more people that you see online, but you haven't actually met in person. And I highly recommend it. If anyone ever has a chance to get to a knife show or a blade show, do it. And if you're in the Midwest, July 19th, so about a month and a week from now, July 19th, the Minnesota Knife Enthusiast Show. It's going to be at American Edge, which is in Rice, Minnesota. Was I able to make some videos third day with some of the makers? I did. The third day was the day where all of my videos, my microphones reset to the default Omni microphone, which sounds like not as good. And so I have to finish re-editing all those. But from like 9 in the morning, right when the show started on Sunday, until noon 30, I was just filming. I just went like a madman, like, this is it. I got to go catch my plane at 1:45, and the show doesn't even end till 2, and it's the last day. So I was literally filming like crazy. But then, of course, I didn't pay attention and noticed my microphone went back to the Omni instead of the rear. And so my audio is garbage. I mean, it's not terrible, but to me, it's terrible. And so I'm going to end up editing the videos, pulling the audio off, fixing the audio, and then resyncing them before I post. So I probably will be able to get most of day 2 and 3 on one video, since day 1 was like on the way down and then part of day 1. And then so like day 2 and day 3 could be like one video and then like the return or something like that. But I have to fix that audio. I'm just not happy with it. Did I get a piece with Francois? Did I get a pic? Oh, a video. I didn't on the next day. I think the only video I got with Francois would have been the live right before we bought your knife, Ken. Yeah, Kathleen, it's not that much work though, and I think it'll be worth it in the long run, because it's the background, it's compressed. I don't know how to explain it. It sounds like all the bass is turned off and it's really tinny, and that tinny sound is like annoying. And so you watch it, and you're listening, you're like, oh, I don't like this. And I can go in and fix the levels, and we can get rid of that crackly sound, and we can bring it to a normal level. And I think it'll be worth it in the long run. As far as all the videos that I post, the Blade Show videos are long term. You know, like I have videos that I post that after a week, hardly anyone ever sees it. But like the Blade Show ones continue to grow. I mean, most of my normal full-length videos could be anywhere from like 100 to 500 views, and all my Blade Show videos get like thousands, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6,000 views. So to me, it's worth it to just make sure that I get the audio quality as best it can be, because those are the ones that people really tune into and watch. And if I have to spend 6 hours this weekend kind of fixing it, to me, it's raining out, it's crap out. I would love to be able to do that and just make sure that I can give everybody the best quality that I possibly can. I mean, I don't, you know, to me, it's worth it. I don't, it's not, does that make sense? But yeah, I did not get an individual video with Francois. I really wish I had. But that last day, it was crazy because I was like, okay, got to film. And it was 9 o'clock. I walked in, started filming. Next thing I knew, it was 11:30. I was like, oh my God. And then I was like, okay, let's go over here. And I was like filming. Then also it was 12:45. And then I was talking to Tri-State. And I'm like, yeah, I got to leave around 1 to go to the airport. And he's like, well, when's your flight? And I'm like, well, the flight is, the board's at 3:15 and takes off at like 3:50. And he was like, dude, you need to go now. And I'm like, well, that's like 2 and, you know, and he's like, well, you're like a half hour from the airport. You got to drop off your rental car and you got to go through the craziness in Atlanta. Long story short, Tri-State freaked me out. I'm like, I got to go. And he's like, dude, our flight's at 8 and we're going to leave at 4 in the morning to go. And I was like, oh my God, here we go. So I just like, well, I'm done. I made one more quick video, walked out the door 12:45, dropped off my car at like 1:15. It was quick. Then you have to take 2 different train trams to get to the check-in. You do the check-in. That took like 15 minutes to do the bag. Then it took about an hour to go through the checkpoint where they have the dog sniff and the metal detectors and stuff. And then I got in and had about a half hour before the flight, and it was fine. But freaked me out, you know, because he was like, dude, the airport there is crazy. And I was like, well, I know it was crazy. When I landed, I had to take the 2 trains to get to the rental. And I realized how big that airport is and how much craziness it is. And if you have to check in, it's no joke. Atlanta airport is enormous. I never walked through a thing though with the dogs before. That was kind of interesting. They make 2 people walk at a time, and then they have the dog, what he's sniffing for bombs or whatever, kind of walks by you, and you just have to just walk slow and straight and little. I mean, not that I had anything on me, you know, but at the same time, you're like, this is kind of creepy. Neil says it's the busiest airport in North America. I believe it. Hello from Italy. What's up, Mangia? What's going on from Italy? We are celebrating Friday the 13th. I suppose in Italy it is still Friday the 13th, maybe for another hour, or maybe you're getting close to midnight. Metal detectors. Could have snuck the little T-cal through the undies, right? Well, except for it was on the metal key ring. You have to take that off the key ring. The little mini T-cal. That's fun. Classic Jason right there. For the win. For the win. And you know, he may need that whip out kukri. And then if you're getting into the whip out kukri, you know, you might as well Valhalla all day long. Valhalla! Oh, we're losing it. We're losing it. We never had it. We never had it. Oh, I left a little mark on my forehead there. A little red spot from the mask. Probably put a little piece of foam right there. Anyway. So, is anybody... We're still looking good. Nobody's live yet. It's still kind of early. Anybody have any fun plans this weekend? Picking up stuff? Anybody order a Strix? This is your last chance. If you want to order a Strix, This is your last chance. Where is my link? There it is. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, it is your last chance to pre-order the Strix. Friday, June 13th, 11:59 p.m. Central or CTD. They have several flavors: bolster lock, the micro mill, the Skelly. Although I touched the Skelly at Blade Show, and those holes are huge. You could literally get, I mean, this is a 5-inch handle, 4-inch blade. It's like, or whatever. It's like an 8 almost 8.5-inch knife. Those holes, like you could get your fingers can go get stuck on there or whatever. That's kind of weird. Only thing on orders is the TKL Adversary. What did I win, Kenman? You won the drawing to have the opportunity to make a purchase. And right now you have won. You have the opportunity to make this purchase. If you would like to pre-order a Sparrow Strix right now, you can. This time tomorrow, you cannot. But if you want to pre-order one of these right now, you still have the chance. I handled them when I was in Atlanta. They are awesome. They have optional titanium kits. They got little inserts, so if you get the one with the micarta on there, you can swap out that micarta for some crystallized titanium or some Mokumi scales if you really want to make it wild. Or you can just go classic and get a lefty. The lefty micro milled Strix. Look at that thing. But yeah, if you are interested, I am not an affiliate. I don't get anything out of this. But if you are interested, this knife was great. Felt great. Awesome. The protos are really cool. This would be your chance to pick one up. S90V titanium. Unless you get the bolster lock. Did I, Kathleen? Did I? Did I? Oh, I guess we'll find out in 6 months. Good Lord. 6 months. Wild. Wild stuff. Wild stuff. Oh, happy Friday the 13th, everyone, though. That was fun. You want the Pictus bad, dude? Bandstand. Pictus is awesome. If you do have a chance and you can pick one up, this is in my top 5. I can't give it a number 1 yet because I've rarely carried this. I've carried this once, twice. I've almost barely had a chance to cut much of anything with it. But boy, oh boy, the Gecko Pictus is absolutely fantastic. Let's see if they are still in stock. And it's super sharp, hollow grind. Of course, I got the micro milled. You can get smooth titanium. This is the dark wash. There's plain titanium. This is the dark wash. It's more gray. And then there's a black wash, which is obviously black. All right, Pictus. The stone washed micro milling like this is sold out. The dark wash micro milling is sold out. Yeah, it looks like all the micro milling ones are sold out. So yeah. Stone wash, dark wash, black wash, micro milling are all sold out. But if you want to get one that is the smooth finish, those are still available. So it is still possible to pick one up. Although the micro milling is really one of the greatest features of it. I'm smitten with it. It's awesome. It feels really good. When you touch a lot of knives, which I have, you start getting used to like what works good, what thumbs out good, what flicks out good, what feels nice in the hand. Does it have a choke up? Does it not? If anything, I would add more jimps to this, but it feels nice. I like this tip where it's at, getting in to do work. You could just get a smock and thank me later. You don't like the front flipper? You could remove that. Do a little front flipper delete. The flick out though and the thumb out on that hole is just works really well. Works really good. It is very, very nice. Very, very nice. Boom. You know what else I thought was really great? One of the nicer knives that I held was the Tempest Knives Tornado. Smaller little knife, and it has a little kind of a bowie tip to it. Oh, but for a smaller feel, I am super excited about Casey's Tornado. Tempest Knives Tornado should be out before the end of the year, as is the Mach 71, which is a bigger boy, and it comes in that black and red, which I think looks super cool. But Casey's doing a lot of really good stuff, and I'm excited for both of those for sure. The guy from Gecko did the custom smocks. Are them knives sharp? I can... Most definitely. Most definitely. How's it going, Paul? I only collect the dull ones. Oh, I got plenty of dull ones, bro. I got plenty of dull ones. Yeah, the Gecko guy, he does those custom custom smocks. There. Like that one right there. Let me get a better, can I zoom in on that pic? Here we go. So he takes the smock and then changes it, reprofiles it, makes a new handle, makes a new, basically completely changes it. And they're pretty cool. He had one at the show and I was like, bro, what is this? And how did you get away with putting the hole in it? And he's like, I didn't put the hole in it. It's a smock. It already, you know, that was there. It's like, what? This isn't a smock. And it was like completely different than what the knife actually looks like. Kind of a fun little thing that he does over there. Front flippers are actually designed for quick pocket deployment, not with your hand. Well, some of them were, like the Emerson Wave kind of style. But that's a little different. Some of these front flippers, I mean, I don't know. You might be able to push that against your pocket. But the it's nothing like the Emerson Wave styles where they've got that hook, you know. Like that. Like this. Here's an actual Emerson Wave. So in your pocket, boom. Out deployed. But that's definitely not quite a front flipper. That's more of the Emerson Wave hook. They may have all kind of evolved from that, but I could totally see how front flippers don't need to have anything to do with the wave, depending on how they are. You know, small ones like this one here on the Nanner, you can just get in there. Bought the smock and crew wear and ain't even carried it yet. Yeah, that's a thing. That's a thing. I have never carried my fixed blade I got from Texas. the Sea Fox, and it's only because it didn't have a clip on it, so it's kind of hard with the slip. If I want to drop it in the pocket, it's like it needs to have a clip or something that I can attach to it. But this is the Sea Fox Custom, hollow ground, magna cut, white paper micarta, and koa wood. Absolutely gorgeous. Fantastic knife. Was my favorite fixed blade till I picked up the auxiliary manufacturing. AEBL blade, ironwood, and rich light. This thing could just be used as a daily. I could just carry this and just always. I cut everything with that, and it would be an amazing tool to have on you pretty much all the time. But I have all of these, and all of those, and those, and these, and those, and the ones out in the living room, and the ones on the table over there. Yeah, we're getting there. I believe the original is the tie light from Cold Steel. Fun little fun fact knowledge, if that's correct. But interesting to learn kind of about the history and stuff, where things come from, designs evolve, and stuff like that. It's cool. Oh my God. I don't own any crew wear. I need to get a knife with crew wear. I need to get a lot of things. All right, I'm out. Happy Friday the 13th. I got some business I got to go take care of. The neighbors just checked in, and I got to go pay them a visit, as I do on this date in time and history. So thank you all for hanging out. It's been a pleasure. I'll try to do some lives this weekend. Stay tuned for some more Blade Show Atlanta footage on the way soon. As soon as I finish here, I'm going to start handling them, and then once I take care of that, I'm going to start editing, getting some of these videos taken care of, probably clean the red off of this. Ting. And yeah, I better grab my secondary. All right, we are set. Happy Friday the 13th, y'all. Stay sharp. We'll see you soon.